Teresa here today. This is something unusual today. I'm not doing a slow stitch project. I'm just going to do a very quick 10 to 20 minutes taster of a flip through of a certain teddy bear. Now, I'm not sure I can use the teddy bear's name or if that is even breaching copyright. So you'll recognise the certain teddy bear, and that's all I'm going to call him. But you will recognise him. He likes honey, and he's a bit like me. He's on the rotund side. And funnily enough, I like honey too. But I won't be using his name, but you will recognise him. Now, how this grew about, I've heard from my friend Kath Avalon. It made me think I won't be releasing the current video that I'm actually working on now till probably the end of the week. So I thought, well, I'm just going to add an in-betweeny video of really nothing. It's just something for all you subscribers, all my new friends, to perhaps tide you over. And it's something different. I don't think you've seen me do this before, but hey ho, this is what's going to happen today. And if you don't like it, you can just delete it, get rid of it, never look at it again. I won't be doing a call out. There are names already for the next video that will be released hopefully this week. But this was solely intended for Kath. Kath, I hope you're coping, and I hope everyone else is. Teresa Singranelli, I haven't heard from you, and I'm getting a bit concerned. Cynthia Black, Kath Martin, and there's a load of you. There's a load of you, and I know all your names. So I hope and pray that you're all coping with this. It is difficult, and it's difficult for us all. But we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. I had a COVID test, my second one. I'm having them 2 weekly now. I had my second one Sunday, and that's fine. If you get the opportunity to have one of these tests, do it. Because when you get the text to say it's negative, it's just wonderful. And it makes you realise that you were a bit anxious about it. But my friend got his yesterday, and he's negative as well, and we had a lovely afternoon. And I'll be showing bits of that on my next video about the squirrels. But anyway, I'm going to flip through this. I promise not to take up too much time, but I thought you might like to see what I do as well between my slow stitching. So this is about a certain bear. This is the certain bear. See, you know him, don't you? I bet there's not a person out there who doesn't say, oh, that is, rude name. So this is our certain bear. This isn't finished. That is why the cover hasn't been done. Well, it has been done, but the cover isn't finished. That's the cover, but it's unfinished. This will go on the cover. I'll get to that later. Now, this is what is called a junk journal. And there's some wonderful people out there doing wonderful stuff, far better than I do, believe me. Most of it is made up from junk, but I like to incorporate sewing in mine as well. So first page, I made the paper. This was all bits of scrap paper I put together on a sheet of A4. And when I say A4, someone questioned that. All I mean is your average bog size paper that you put through the printer. Okay? So, now here we have our certain bear. Coffee dyed paper here. That's all coffee dyed. A little bit of trim here. And our certain bear's friend, and we all know his name as well. And these pockets are made is cardboard pockets. Now, you're probably, or some of you might be thinking, oh my gosh, she's chopped up a book. No, I didn't actually chop the book up. I managed to get hold of a book in the recycling bin at the back of the local charity shop, and I hooked it out, and it was in bits. So I didn't deliberately chop it up. So these were made, and the paper is all folded, and as you can see, the picture is machine sewn on. Room here for your notes. It is a journal, so there's room here to write your notes. Bits and pieces, these are made as well. It's a bookmark, and they go in the pockets here. You see the pockets in there? It's another bookmark there. You could actually write on the back of that, and that will go in there. And being a teacher, I also taught English, I still do. I have a lot of cards like this. Bear, ooh, bear. So that lives in there. So page 1. I'm going to have to flick through this quickly because it is quite thick. There's a mock envelope. I couldn't leave that open. I can't remember why. I couldn't leave that open. It's machine sewn. Everything here that you're looking at is machine sewn. More folded card here. And rabbit, because his friend did have a rabbit friend. Can't name him. All coffee dyed paper. Now this back is franking paper, like Frankenstein, put together and sewn and glued. This has all been sewn here. So all these were scraps of paper out of my scrap paper box, all machine sewn, and you can see I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to increase that. So there we go, and it's all machine sewn. All these pieces machine sewn to the another piece of paper, a backing, with just something of interest. Bits and pieces of fabric that I have used throughout this journal. Now you can actually journal on these as well. Make your notes here. More. It's all coffee dyed. That is why, for those of you who haven't seen a journal before, a junk journal, you might be thinking, oh my god, she spilled a coffee and she didn't know it. No, these are all deliberate. It's all deliberate. A little notebook that was made with some scrap paper, a machine sewn to a piece of card. Oops, piece of card here, and a picture of you know who. And another mock envelope, picture there of our bear sewn down, a little band there to put, and all these little attachments have all been made. So a little tape measure, the end of a tape measure sewn down into a pocket and into the little tuck. And look, another teaching. I've mounted that, I've glued that onto some dictionary paper. And a little bear, look, do you think I'll get away with that? So we all know who that is as well. On music paper, and you'll find a lot of journalists love the music paper, and I can see why, because it is wonderful. A little bit of printing here. The journals are very much mixed media, and you can put what you like in there. Now this page, I'm laughing because I didn't know whether to show this, because I'll actually be showing this page in the project that's going out at the end of the week. These are actual leaves, real leaves that have been treated with PVA glue, allowed to dry and stuck down and then sewn. And this is a tree, and this will all fall into place when you see the next project. And it's to make it look as if they're falling from the tree. And we have our little band of friends there. More music paper. And that is just a little piece of paper that was over. And a little notebook. Now, if you remember we've made up 2 journals. One for the stitches, which was the last project. And we made up something else. And I can't remember what that was for. So this is a teeny tiny journal that you can write in. Card. And each page is edged with lace, as you can see here. Another little pocket there. And all this you can see is just folds in the paper and a pocket. I won't go into too much detail. And we have another bookmark if that's how you want to use it, another little journal you could take out and pop in your handbag. You can put whatever paper you like in this, like so, little bit of junk paper. You can decorate it. You could make another journal like this, junk journal, a miniature one. This for your note making. More music paper, which you can actually make your notes from here, or make notes here, little diary notes, whatever you want to do. I like this page. I like this page. This was a little piece of lace, and I think I bought that in Croatia, or might have been Budapest. Yeah, it could actually have been Budapest, Hungary, because of the type of embroidery. It is very peasant-like, bright, beautiful. So, and it's several years old, so I popped it in there. A little bit of print in there. Sunshine Kisses and Rainbow Wishes. And that goes for everybody. I'm sending that out to you all. How cheesy is that, eh? And this I printed out from somewhere, but I've changed a lot of this. So I took the inspiration, the idea, but I changed some of this. Okay. So more writing, journaling. Some balloons, printed balloons, and a little pocket there. Put your scissors in there, put your notes in there, put what you like in there. Some more paper here for journaling. It had a tear in it, so I've patched it up, Frankenstein style again, so that's making that Franken paper. Another little pad made out of scrap paper, and photocopies. It's all that's all photocopied there. So I've just made a page out of the photocopied bits that I've liked. I'm not sure about the snowman, how the snowman fits in. I think there is a story where a snowman's featured, but I can't off the top of my head remember why I put the snowman there. Seems a bit random, doesn't it? More writing paper for journaling. That paper is part of that. So that was all pieces from my bit box, my paper bit box. Oh, it looks as if that was, oh, what am I doing? Another little tuck pocket there that you can put your things in. You write your notes, or your secret notes about lockdown and how much fun you're having. Not, and pop them in there. Some of you will have seen this in another project, but you have seen the actual piece of work that we used for the lettering, and it was yellow binker with bright coloured letters in a cross stitch. So that is just photocopied, as you can see. We have another pocket there with some cards there, just some cards that you might want to write on here. And an envelope made from some card and stamps. I do love stamps there, and they're photocopied from my album. This I particularly like this. I thought this was lovely. It's collage, all bits and pieces of collage. But the window's open, and look, that certain bear is in there asleep. So it looks as if he's got all these lovely flowers outside his window. Maybe that's in the window box, and he's still asleep. No, I like that. That appeals to the child in me. We have more writing paper here. A little bit of fun there. A nice card. More writing paper there. and his friends, and the balloon plays a significant part in that story. We have a little bit of string there that you can actually use to hold things down like that. And we have our present. It was about a birthday party, or a present for his human friend, no names mentioned, and that is the present. So inside was our certain bear, and that was to his friend. Isn't it terrible not being able to say these words? Photocopied from a piece of fabric I had, and another card, tree. Look what you can do. All you teachers out there who've got, I mean, from here I can see 5 boxes of teaching resources for tree. Also, all you teachers out there, look what you can do. Look how much fun you can have with some of your flashcards. And others, if you see them cheaply in the op shop, the charity shop, get them, because you can actually as well sew through these, change them completely. More writing paper. I'm looking at the clock, don't want to go over 20 minutes, and that was made from a piece of card, and that was actually on a present, I think, or another card that I took off. So that big card's made, and inside that card is the other part, the other half of the embroidery that I showed you a couple of minutes ago, that I couldn't remember if I bought from Croatia or Budapest, not sure, but it's a note, a little note. It's actually a box, it's actually a gift box. You fold those in and make the box up. But for journaling, you can use that for your notes, secret notes. And I just lined the inside of that envelope with some nice paper with nice pictures on it. I stuck that down. More coffee dyed paper for you to journal on, and a photocopy of a feather. This is a nice page. Now this is another. You'll probably be seeing this page again as well later on with the next project. Now I expect you could be picking up, oh, it could be about trees or leaves. You're right, it is. A bit more to it than that, but yes, you're right. So the machine sewn here, you see all this, that and that. It's just machine sewn over a collage of our friends here, and a certain bear is just peeping through there at his friend sitting on the log. But that is a collage, all bits and pieces. There's bits and pieces here from the bit box, the paper bit box. I think that's from a nursery magazine, other magazines, and that's from a book on trees. So that's that. And it's a pocket, as you can see, that is a pocket, and inside the pocket is a card. More writing space, or you could send that, because there's writing space there as well. The very name of these, the junk journal or the journals, suggests that they are for writing in. Now I do make some that aren't necessarily for writing in, they're just basically to look pretty and to sit and flick through. There's more photocopying from favourite fabric, and just a little picture. That too is a collage. All these bits here around the edge, all the way around the border, and here it's all collaged. It's all collaged in over a picture there. Another photograph, photocopy. Nice piece of lace. I think I'm actually in the middle of chopping that up at the moment, the actual piece. In fact, I have cut into it. And here we go, here. Little tie there. And some more journaling. Right, do a little bit of writing there. I'll do that up in a minute because we've gone over our 20 minutes now. Some more collage on just a piece of folded card for writing in, writing paper, envelope style, and once again bits and pieces, a little bit of sewing on there. Another pocket, just a small design, just circles. What we got, 1, 2, just 2 circles there, 1, 2, and a picture in the middle on some card, and then the card has been machine sewn down there, and a very tiny little junk journal in itself, because this is made up of little scraps that would normally be thrown. So that is in there. Another card just made from a piece of card, and with that cut out, as you can see. These were shop bought. Now you'll be seeing this again. So I don't want to go into too much detail, but here we go with the leaves falling on around the tree trunk, and some machine sewing, journaling page. Now that is a little envelope. It's actually a mock envelope style, but you can put something in there to hold it down. Get that out. And the last 2 pages for journaling. So there we have it, and that is the end. I just thought you might like to see that, just for all of you who wanted something in between big videos. This is slow stitch. Yes, I know, I couldn't resist the slow stitch. Our friend in slow stitch. I was thinking of maybe painting him with fabric dye, doing some applique, but I think I might actually leave him like that. That will be attached here. Now this cover was made out of 2 cereal boxes. No, it wasn't. It was made out of a big chocolate box, lid and bottom. And there's a certain amount of flexibility to it for that reason. So I just made this from the chocolate box. It's got a spine of an 1.25 inches here. That's 1.25 inches, folded, covered front and back. And now that will be ready, once I finish decorating it, to put this in. Sometimes I make the journal up first and then decorate the pages. This time, because I wasn't sure what I was doing with the cover, I decided to do it in 2 parts. So there we are. Oh, somewhere along the line that fell out. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we will get back to our normal way of doing things by the end of the week. So Kath, I hope you're okay. I hope you enjoyed that. Bit off the cuff, wasn't it? But everybody out there, wherever you are, look after yourself and take care, and I'll be back probably at the end of the week. So good luck, best wishes to you all, and do keep safe. Bye bye.